Hey, what's up guys? Zlohsav here. Today I wanted to show you my Gadgets Troller and my Gadgets DPS loadouts for PvE. I had been a mental troller up until about 2 weeks ago. I'd been a mental troller for about a year. I was getting kind of bored with mental troll, so I wanted to try something new. Gadgets had always kind of intrigued me, but I was kind of skeptical about changing from mental because I'd gotten so used to mental and I finally just decided to change. So I've liked Gadget so far. It's definitely different than mental, but each power is different, so it's just a matter of getting used to it. But as far as my loadout goes, I have Stasis Field, which is your defense debuff. I like to try and keep up my defense debuff as much as possible. And then in slot 2 is Sticky Bomb, which is your power over time. I do switch out Sticky Bomb for Taser Pull, but only during A and B to pull Manhunters to the back of the room. And especially if you're running with Mental Trollers, they're going to need your help, so it's a good power to have. Slot 3 is Sleep Dart, which is your attack debuff, or damage debuff, I'm sorry. I try to keep that one up as much as I do defense debuff, but if power is getting low for the team, then I just focus on spamming power, which leads me to slot 4, which is defibrillator, which is your debuff. I'm sorry, your power spammer. And slot 5 is cryofoam, which is going to be your health debuff, which doesn't really need to be on your loadout all the time. There's only a few instances where you really need to have defense debuff on your loadout, Docs being one of them. But again, this is just the way the loadout works for me, and I like to have all three debuffs on my loadout. And then slot 6 is Word of Power. I'm kind of on the fence about Word of Power. It's nice to have that instant health and power recharge, but I'm still I'm on the fence about it. So I'm trying it out, see if it works. But for now, I'll stick with it. And then as far as my DPS loadout goes, I have never really been a DPS. I kind of just trolled primarily for the first year or so of playing this game. So I'm not really experienced with DPS. I had gotten this loadout from a league mate of mine who used to be Gadgets, and I've tried it out mostly before the new DLC dropped, to where you could still clip. So I'm not exactly sure what the loadout will look like post DLC. I haven't really had a chance to DPS much because I've been focusing on trolling the new alert and duos and stuff. So this loadout probably will change at some point, but as of right now, it sits at Fear Gas, Gauss Grenade, Napalm Grenade, Intimidation, Photon Blast, and then Stealth, which I use to pop Bunker Buster, which is a huge might tick. The way the rotation was explained to me, and again, this probably won't work now that clipping doesn't quite work as much. You would clip Napalm Grenade into Intimidation, and then you would clip into Gauss Grenade with your weapon, and then you would weapon clip into Fear Gas into Gauss Grenade, and then you kind of spam weapon attack with Gauss Grenade. I don't know if this loadout is good. It's just the one I've tried so far, so I don't know if it's good or bad or not. So if you guys have a suggestion for a Gadgets DPS loadout, please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you guys like the video, please comment and subscribe and like the video. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.